If you are building a following or selling any kind of a product on Instagram or Facebook, Meta has completely rebuilt its content serving model. It is drastically different, and you're going to be much more successful at marketing if you understand the changes and then update your content strategy to match how this thing works. So I'm going to give an example on the advertising side of things, but even if you're building organic content, this is still going to apply to you. The new ad selection model is called Andromeda. It processes tens of millions of ads every second and decides in an instant who's going to get what ad if they're going to serve that ad at all. Andromeda is also built for personalization. And Meta's advice to get the most out of this system is 2 words: creative diversity. They want us all taking much bigger swings, giving the algorithm fewer, better concepts rather than a ton of concepts that are all just a little bit different. The best way to understand this is think about, just as a user of Instagram, how utterly different your experience is. They rebuilt the entire thing to be more like TikTok. They realized that TikTok's algorithm was way more effective than theirs in terms of driving engagement and addiction. And so they rebuilt their feed to work like TikTok's, right? You used to get all this content from followers. Now you get it from people you've never heard of. And so they've made this massive shift from a followers grid to what could be called an attention economy grid, right? The critical lever that's happening here is rapid fire content diversification. Meta calls this a content portfolio that is getting constructed on a second by second basis, almost like slot machine delivery of different types of content. Your first post that you see might be a behind the scenes thing of like a celebrity walking around their house. The second thing might be some horrific New York Post true crime headline that you're never going to be able to forget. The third thing might be a carousel of clothing from an apparel company. Then the next thing might be somebody sitting on a microphone and taping a podcast. So it's all different types of content. It's archetypal types of content. Now imagine as a content creator that you're the only brand or person providing content to drive that kind of rapid fire slot machine diversity. I think that's a really good, tangible way of thinking about your content strategy. Reverse engineer from that end state of massively different archetypal types of content. So this is what I would do to get started. I would pick your number 1 overall top selling product or your number 1 overall top selling message or angle, and then brainstorm 2 key personas in your target demographic, and then brainstorm 3 different concepts to reach that persona with that product or message, and then script them and produce them. And I think that the trick here is not to spend money on this. This isn't about money. It's about creativity, experimentation. Take these baby steps and get going. And I think before you know it, you're going to have a playbook on your hands. You can comment in and we'll send you examples from 3 industries: apparel, beauty, and for realtors. If you're not in one of those 3 industries, comment that in too, and I'll try to hit your industry. Andromeda, brave new world out there heading into 2026. I hope this is helpful. If you're interested in business, brands, marketing, and the shared humanity of work, follow me here: Instagram, YouTube, Substack. You can see everything I'm doing at emilyhickey.com. And as always, guys, good luck out there.